then. Welcome to Good Night Sri Lanka. Hello everybody. It's another Friday night. We're back on the show and it's nice to have our old comrades back on the show again.
After
one episode, huh?
Yeah.
Just one.
No, two.
Two.
Because remember the week before we actually didn't have a show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mic problem.
Yeah, we had a camera problem.
Camera problem.
And now this week we have a lighting problem.
We are working
Yeah.
under very tough conditions,
As
but
you-
we still
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, as you can see, right now we are a bit off compared to how we usually look
A little darker in
Yeah.
shade.
because we had to hire about 5 or 6 people. Unfortunately, we can't show this to you. They're actually standing there with torchlights.
Yeah, and I have them.
That's how we look
Now,
today.
we are going to put our own torches.
Yeah.
I think we should. I think we just basically.
දැන් ඔක කූල් වෙලා පත්තු වෙනකන් නැද්ද
නෑ,
දැන්?
පත්තු වෙන්නේ නෑ, පත්තු වෙන්නේ
නෑ.
මේ-
Yeah, can you see?
Okay.
Yeah. Halloween edition. Yeah.
Ooh. The boogeyman.
Welcome to the madness, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you had a great week. It's the end of another week. It is the end of the month.
Yeah, it took a long time after January.
Yeah, January.
Why isn't
always-
January finishing?
January always.
Oh
January,
my God.
January is the Monday of all months.
Seriously, man.
It's just you can't.
It was like chewing gum. We are still not over.
And
Up
you know,
to
and
never-
you know,
Friday.
you know the worst thing about January. It happens every January. Is the fact that everybody is broke as a joke in January,
Oh yeah.
right?
Getting up in the morning going, at the bus again, the rook again, the bus again, the rook again.
No,
Because you're thunder back.
because everybody gets their salaries ahead of time
Yeah,
in
yeah.
December.
Yeah.
So the bonus උත් හම්බ වෙනවනේ.
Yeah.
Then by 31st, 1st of January වෙනකොට ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි.
දැන් රිම් එකෙත් නෑ.
Rim එක
දැන් rim නෑ.
ස්පෝක් වලින් යන්නේ.
දැන් අපි හදන අනිත් මිනිස්සුගේ රිම් වලින් පොඩ්ඩක් දෙනෝ කියලා.
So yeah, it's been quite difficult. January every year is really difficult, and thankfully it's done. And starting on Sunday, is it? Yeah, Sunday is the first. Yeah,
Sunday is the
Sunday is the 1st of February. And
Love songs.
it's also another month I don't really like apart from January, right?
Keep quiet. Love songs.
Yeah.
Nice love songs. are made.
Independence Day also.
Yeah, Independence Day also.
Yeah.
Independence
That
Day.
was a love song.
Yeah, that's also
Anybody,
endless love song.
anybody knows where
Yes.
Independence Day celebration
Yes,
is?
Independence Square. I researched.
Thank you so
Ah,
much.
not here.
Independence
Thank you so much.
Not here. Not in your
Independence
neighborhood.
No.
Thank God. Yeah.
Independence Square.
නැත්නම් පාකින් ගෙවන්න ඕනේ.
Yeah.
තම තමන්ගේ දේවල් ගත්තා.
තමන්ගේ ගෙවල් ඉස්සර පාක් කරලා.
Yeah.
No, but actually, during the Independence Day celebrations, when they used to have it
Yeah.
here for many years, we used to basically in the mornings they used to have their rehearsals, and down this road were those buses that used to carry
K9?
horses.
Ah, I
okay.
thought the K9
Kid with the
one.
horses,
Uh-huh.
but they look absolutely gorgeous.
Must be, yeah.
7 o'clock in the morning, when I
Challenge.
step out, you see all of them decked up, all waiting in
for
line
rehearsal.
for rehearsals. You know, it's just,
But the
How is the
documents, they don't come
and
down
I
there.
don't know.
How the smell and a horse poop and all.
It's got a nice smell as a matter of fact.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
But okay.
උන් කන්නේ සුදු හඳුන්නේ. ඒකින්ද ගඳ නෑ.
Oh, අපේ තමයි ගඳ.
අපේ තමයි ගන්න. හරි. ඒකත් එහෙමයි.
ආගෝ.
ආගෝ.
Yeah, so
කන්නේ හඳුන් කෝරුයි සුදු හඳුන් කෝරුයි.
we actually, the three of us haven't actually been on the show for the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
so.
missed us. You missed us.
And I think, come to think of it, we just did the first show of the year, and now we're doing the last show of
but
the
then we
month.
had
Month,
2
yeah.
seconds ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but the months are going very
හැබැයි
fast.
අපේ
days
ෆෝල්ට්
are
නෙමෙයි ඉතින් මේ ටෙක්නිකල් ග්ලිච් වලට අපිට වැරදි කියන්න.
oh yeah, last week of course was there was
අපේ glitch ඒවා.
yeah, last week there was a fake toothache.
Yeah.
Right, everything, 10 minutes before the show මේ මගේ දතර ඉදනවා
And දොරක් පෙන්නනවා.
ඊට පස්සේ දොරක් පෙන්නනවා දතර
ඒක වගේ
ඉදනවා
washroom එකේ දොර නේද? ඇත්ත කියන්නේ.
and what are we I have bad toothache. I said, all right, okay. Next thing he's sending us a picture of a door, and what are we supposed to gather out of that?
Maybe he going through the door.
Yeah.
So I was waiting to get my appointment. And එකෙක් අහනවා ඒ දොර එච්චර ලොකු කියලා.
අපිට තියෙන
අපිට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න මම මේ දතක් මේ ගලව ගන්න හදනවා. එකෙක් අහනවා ඒ දොර පළු දෙකද
ඔයා
කියලා.
ගලවන්නේ නැනේ. ඔයක නිකන් අර පොඩි බදාමයක් ගගා
බදාම
ඉන්නවා.
ගගා
ගලවන්නේ
ඉන්නවා
පුඩු
වට.
ටෙන්ෂන්.
Yeah, that's the problem. And this teeth issue you've been having for almost 1.5
Yeah, now.
months.
Yeah, more than that now.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
it sorted.
අයිද ඩොක්ටර්ව ගලවන්න නැත්නම් දත ගලවන්න.
I think
දෙකෙන් එකක් choose.
doctor is wrong.
Uh.
Doctor is wrong. if you still can't get rid of a toothache
Yeah.
after
Something wrong with
almost
the doctor.
1.5 months,
Yeah.
right? It can't be clearly there's something wrong with your tooth,
Yeah.
right? But then that's why you're going to the dentist.
Mm.
Something wrong with the dentist.
Yeah. Who gala?
මේ
Yeah.
මන් දන්නේ
Get another
නැහැ.
one. How about the Lanka hospital?
Who danda galama?
අයියෝ
Oh, that's
yeah,
not bad.
man, I'm really getting frustrated
You
now.
are also getting frustrated about your
Yeah,
tooth.
yeah.
I think that you should go for a denture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
So that's the story, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, all right, time for us to basically do a recap of our week. And let's start off with Christian. Christian, your week?
Not much of an action-packed week, but yeah. Now everything, all the celebrations are over now. So boys are now behaving and
They are behaving well.
and detoxifying and all that stuff.
But I'm sure you guys are getting ready for the big match, no?
Yeah. That is it.
Yeah, how the energy levels went up.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
That is.
I was getting ready.
Yeah. So we have the 50 overs at the big match. Dates are also fixed in March. I think apart from that, of course, I think lots of things happening in schools. Sport meet, road race, swimming meet, So I miss all that now. Then we were like contemplating on the old fellows getting together. When
you went to school, you were never a head prefect, no?
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
It's a very generic question.
I was not even a prefect for that.
Yeah, right.
I was not even a prefect for
But did
that
you
matter.
do what head prefects do?
Did you?
Do you do what head prefects do?
අපි විනය තකාගෙන වැඩ කරා.
Kakaගෙන.
ඔව්.
මොකද කකාගෙන
ඒක ඇන්ඩිට ඇන්ඩිට තේරුන්නේ නැහැ හොඳ වෙලාවට මම හිතන්නේ අහන් ඉන්න කට්ටියටත් ඒක තේරුන්නේ
ඒක හොඳයි. අපි එහෙම
ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් අනිත් පැත්තට හැරෙවුවා නම් ඒක ලොකු
මම ලියලා දාන්නද? කකා.
Anyway, all right,
කන්නේ
sir.
කන්නේ මාරු කරන්නේ.
ඈ
කන්නේ මාරු කරන්නේ.
නෑ
තව තියෙනවා. මම පස්සේ මාරු කරනවා. මේ long show otherwise me මාරු කරනවා.
I don't think even Shaq realize what it is.
We'll leave it with you.
there.
Leave it
So
with
we
you.
were අපි හොඳ ළමයි. හොඳ ළමයි. අපි හොඳ ළමයි.
How suddenly the entire studio went quiet.
Yeah. Like we are like
අපි හොඳ ළමයි. We can only hear the crickets chirping away.
we didn't have an appropriate response for that.
You took us by surprise.
Yeah. So now the thing is now you have to be very careful whatever function you're having in school. You got to be very careful on whom you invite.
Right?
Because all these things come alive depending on the person you invite.
Why?
Why that?
එහෙම තමයි ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ එහෙම තමයි ඉතින් දැන් පේන්නේ ඔය කතාව වුණත් that it was a significant event on that day for that school.
Was it?
Yeah.
Look, honestly, don't know bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
But look, we're not in the position to obviously start pointing fingers and all that
Who
stuff.
was
Yeah.
that child?
I mean, we have no idea what the story is, but you've got to give it up, though. You've got to give it up
For a boy that looks as beautiful as him.
So
Kudos
that
to you.
so
again, the studio went very quiet.
No.
We don't know what to say anymore on this show.
Yeah, like
Should we
Yeah,
not? Should we not?
Happy in this modern day and age, I mean, they could have easily got away with it by saying it's AI.
No, but the thing is, Chris, it's like this.
difficult.
No. Look, at the end,
Difficult.
the thing is, again, this boils down to it's not something that's new in schools.
Exactly,
okay?
yeah.
And that is not being done only this year.
Exactly.
Make long look kara.
Yeah.
විනය ගන්න එහෙම කියන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝගේ වයස ළමයි ලුත් කරා is what I'm saying.
මේක මාර කතාවක්.
ඔයා කරේ නෑ. You are a good boy. I'm talking about maybe some of your friends did. You never knew. How many people, how many boys have had a crush on their English teacher? I'm telling you. How many boys had a crush on their science teacher? අර හැට්ටේ මෙහිම ඇඳගෙන ඉන්න teacher ලා. You're telling me. Don't let me get started.
නෑ මෙහෙමයි. දැන් ඒ කාලේ I must clarify that because we defend ourselves. හරිද? මොකද ඒ කාලේ මට මතකයි teachersලා මේ graduate වුණා ගමන් they have to go to a place called training school.
Oh, එතන training වෙන්නේ එක එක දේවල්.
ට්‍රේනිං ස්කූල් ගිහිල්ලා කොහොමත් අපේ ඉස්කෝලවල් වලට එනකොට
හොඳට පදම් වෙලා.
හොඳට පදන් වෙලා එහෙම එන්නේ
ගුටිම
right
ගන්න තමයි.
ගෝට්ටි ඒ කියන්නේ හරිද රඟින් ගියොත් ඇහැක් නෑ වගේ තමයි
Yeah.
හරිද ඉතින් ඒ කාලේ that's so times have changed and this has become a normal thing no
Oh, what is it? I
right?
have heard
හරිද?
stories.
දැන්
No,
බ-
no,
නෑ.
no.
නෑ.
There are stories.
ස්ටෝරිස් කියන්නේ මෙහෙමයි ඒ කාලේ මං හිතන්නේ මේ විදිහට තියෙන්න ඇති අපි කවුරුත් දන්නේ නෑනේ
Baba.
අපි බබා හරිද?
Baba.
හැබැයි දැන් බලන්න දැන් මේ අලුත් සමාජයේ දැන් බලන්න අපි ටෙලිනාට්‍ය ගත්තොත් එහෙම
Yeah.
හරිද
Yeah.
අපි මේ ටෙලිනාට්‍යයක්
ඒවල
ගත්තොත්
පෙන්නන එක
ඒවල තියෙන්නේ ඔක්කොම ඉස්කෝලේ උගන්වන ටීචර් එක්ක ලයින් එකක් කොල්ලෙක් හරිද යුනිවර්සිටි යන ටීචර් එක්ක කොල්ලෙක්ක ෆෑර් එකක් හරිද ඒවනේ පෙන්වන්නේ මේක
That's true, that's
ඉතින් ඒව පෙන්නුවාම this becomes a norm
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of controversy on Facebook about it. But
ඉතින් ඒක
debate both sides.
දැන් හොඳ උදාහරණයක් කියන්නකො දැන් ඕගොල්ලන් දන්න දැන් Shaq's daughter is going to an international school
Right.
but even then there is a proper decent dress code no
Yes.
right
Yeah.
so there is a uniform
Yeah.
එතකොට කොල්ලෙක්ට උනත් මන් even now I don't see any international going child having all these fancy haircuts and bob cuts and long hair
බෑනේ.
බෑනේ
බෑනේ.
ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ස්කූල් එකකවත් බෑ හරිද එතකොට ඇයි මේ දැන් මේ පෙන්නන ටෙලි ඩ්‍රාමාවල ළමයි කොණ්ඩේ වවාගෙන I mean the education ministry in this country I'm point blank telling you Shaq right if there is no school in this country that is allowing a child to go to school without a proper haircut why are they promoting teledramas with all these bloody bob cuts and long hair and ponytails
Yeah, but the thing is this though, you can't blame the education ministry. They can't be sitting and looking at every single teledrama. That's not
hang
their job,
on
no.
hang on these are things that children are watching every day and night
Yeah, it's a teledrama, man.
Parents think
ඉතින්
about it.
ඇයි why do we want to show these things why can't those kids have a proper haircut and go to school
In the teledrama.
in the teledrama
Teledrama haircuts.
what are we showing
Yes, so there's a big debate.
when there is no single school in this country not even an international school that allows haircuts like that
Yeah.
why are we promoting it
But then
What's
the
the
flip
debate, Andy? You're talking about there's a big debate on
Yeah,
this.
so on social media, the debate is obviously lamaya harida, teacher la harida, what has happened in between. And then it comes down to these conversations
Yeah.
where, you know, the teledramas are being shown, all of that. Then the flip side is what have the parents been doing while this child is doing X, Y, Z things.
exactly
Then where are the ethics of the teachers themselves?
yeah
Then it boils down to the poor school.
Yeah.
Then you have people saying, Manganandi.
No, that is no.
And then there are a lot of posts
Oh,
like that. So
oh.
that's such a lot of controversy
Oh,
on
But
Facebook,
the thing
right?
is this though. You can't blame the school for
What can
this.
they do?
Yeah, you
can't
can't
blame
blame
the school.
do?
Definitely not. දැන් ඕක පැත්තකින් තියන්නකො දැන් ඔය ඉස්කෝලේ සීන්නේ දැන් බලන්න මේට ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඔය ආපු ෂෝප් එපිසෝඩ්ස් රයිට් ඔය රන් පැය දෙපැය කියලා තිබ්බනේ මොකද්ද එක ගේ ඇතුලේ හරිද නැන්දම්මා ලේලිත් එක්ක වලි නැන්දම්මා පුතාගේ
කොටෝන.
සහෝදරයත් එක්ක ලව්
Ala අම්මට.
හරිද හරිද
This is bold and beautiful.
this is Falcon Crest Bold and the Beautiful right so now we have made that society so common right එක ගේ ඇතුලේ ඉඳන් එක පවුල ඇතුලේ 3-4 දෙනෙක් එක එකට ලව්
සහෝදර ප්‍රේමී.
සහෝදර ප්‍රේමය
Oh, oh.
හරිද ඉතින්
They took the Bible quite literal.
what do you expect Shaq
That's true
what do
also.
you expect
So it's a debate.
right
It's a constant
අපි
debate.
පොඩි අපි ටෙලිඩ්‍රාමා බලපු කාලේ අර අසල්වැසියෝ
දූ
දූ
දරුවෝ.
දරුවෝ කොච්චර දේවල් ඉගෙන ගත්තද
Yeah,
දැන්
that's true.
මොනවාද අපි මේ ඉගෙන ගන්නේ ළමයින්ගෙන්
මේක ඇත්තයි.
How to make a video call.
How to
It is-
position oneself when you're on that video call. And
Okay, so-
there's one post that they've named all the teachers also. And that's not funny.
No, it's
Because
not.
obviously teachers have, obviously the pupil and the teachers have their
Yeah.
own respective lives.
yeah
But they have said, so there's one particular teacher, don't know how far these are true, obviously these are from Facebook, that has been, you know, been having these moments before, but obviously gotten caught only now.
Right,
Things like that also
right,
has come out.
right,
So there are a
right.
lot of stories
so
about
what
digging up their personal
basically
life.
what is wrong you can't write what is wrong
Yeah.
right they have to go through the blunt that they have created
Yeah.
they put it upon themselves right
So there's a better way of managing it also, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is this now, at the end of the day, it's pretty unfortunate that we are also living in a society. The moment you actually get a hold of, a little scam like this,
It's like, wow,
we drive it to the world.
Yeah, that is true.
And it's also the fact that, it's clearly thanks to social media, right? It's just completely blown out of proportion, right?
There must have been a true core story there, which we probably would never know.
We'll never know. We'll never know. We don't even know what the story is. But the thing is, people need to understand that, jumping on bandwagon like this and igniting the fire more and more, right, does not make you a saint.
Yeah.
Right?
People are highly opinion.
නෑ මේක මං හිතන්නේ මේක අද ඊයේ විච්ච වැඩක් නෙමෙයි. So that is what this has happened last year. Somewhere in mid last year, right? Right. It has been kept under cover. There had been these things also that has been happening, but this was again a political agenda. Probably what from what I study is that it can't be a coincidence, no. When somebody goes to open a building in the same school, and that same morning this comes to light. Right, so bit too obvious.
Honestly, Crystal, you actually told me about this. Somebody went to a building. I did not know.
Yeah, so it was the same.
I really haven't actually
gone through the story.
The story.
So what happened was Nalanda College is celebrating their 100th centenary year.
Okay.
So last year in September they launched the anniversary year, and they put up a beautiful 4-story building.
Right.
Right. And they actually the construction was done, and it was the handing over ceremony of the building, right, with a political presence. So that probably is what led into this, just to tarnish. So, Pau within
for what it's worth, Pau within for all 5 that were involved.
Yeah, but
Pau came to the point is because their families also get affected.
And I mean, it's basically Nalanda is such a wonderful school that has produced so many amazing. I mean, from sports arena to cricket, from the forces, from the prime forces. There are people who have been in that school who have done a lot to this country.
That's true.
So just because of one pig going astray doesn't mean that
it may not be one pig. We don't know. Just because it's not out there, we don't know.
That's the
And
thing.
this has been happening for years.
Every school has its own little scandal, right? So
year on year, not
yeah.
just because I'm meha kara, mangi narudu karanne. Year on year, there will be something.
Yeah, and then there is just because this has actually come out to the social media and everybody obviously knows about it, right? It's just completely out there now. As true to our word as being Sri Lankan, give it about a week, we'll find something else.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody else has done something.
I mean, they will live their lives. Nothing will, just some entertainment.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, it happened. It happened, guys.
Yeah.
At the end, like Andy said, there's a lot of debate that's actually going on. Ethical debate that's actually going on. Moral debate that's actually going on. Legal debate that's actually going on. So there's so much out there at the end of the day. But it's just. I mean, it doesn't really actually fall down on each and every one of us to actually cast an opinion. I mean, we're talking about it here because that's what we do on the show. We're just talking about the fact that, this is actually out there. And unfortunately, none of us right now are in a moral position
to talk about
say
it.
yes or no, you did. That's very wrong.
Very bad.
Look, we've all done our mistakes.
Yeah.
Right? We've all done our own little
Glass
things out
ceiling,
there.
people.
Yeah, I mean, every single person living today, basically.
Thou shalt cast the first stone.
There you go.
කවුරුත් ගලක් ගහන්නේ
ගහන්න.
Thou shall cast the first stone.
Now, සිංහලේ මොකද?
කවුරුත් ගලක් ගහන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ විසි කවුරුත් ගලක් විසි කරන්නේ නැහැ මිනිසුන්ට. අන්න.
So how was your weekend?
Fantastic.
Andy?
Clearly, I should go for Sinhala classes. That is this. If you ask me next weekend, I have gone for a Sinhala class. My weekend was good. I have already reserved my tickets for the big match.
Oh,
Okay.
I will be unavailable on the shooting day.
I don't.
Thank you very much.
I don't think so, Andy. I don't think so. I haven't broken the story out to you, but I don't think so.
Right, but you will.
You
not
will be available.
But may not be sober.
That is fine.
I'll be like, hello.
I mean, that's usually the case no on the show anyway.
So මම ඒක චුටුස් ගාලා කවද්ද දෙන්නේ blocked calendar blocked
Right.
අම්මටයි තාත්තටයි ඉන්න සියල්ල include the two of you Mama ne.
ඔයාගේ බොස්ලා එහෙම රටින් ඉඳන් ආවොත්
එයාට මම කියනවා මම නෑ. boss ලොකුම boss අම්මනේ. මම නෑ. That means what you want to do? No, I'll come. So I'll go and come. One only that one particular day I have come. I've been consuming fun things like alcohol for quite a few years in my life. That one dead zombie, when you see the main gate, I suddenly sober up when I see my gate. I'm like, oh, now everything, I'm walking straight, I'm going to stand on one foot, everything is perfect. That one day,
that was the disaster.
she came and opened the door. It was like an afternoon drink, so nice buzz. And sun is going down. You know? She opened, I'm like, you came home? I'm like, I have basically waved to her from my bedroom door. She was in the hall. I'm like, hello. This is my mother. Fuck out to the ready room.
ඔයාට හග්ගයක් දීලා කිස්සයක් දීලා එහෙම මොකුත්
Nee,
කරන්නේ
so when she's opened the door, I've been like, hello. She's like, you came home? I'm like, yes. That was about 6 in the evening. So this session has been never morning, right? I've gone to the room, opened the door, I'm like, she's like,
what's going on?
What have you been drinking? What sort of alcohol is this? And then I was gone to sleep. I have had a shower and gone to sleep. Obviously, I woke up the next day morning. I want to take the two, except for getting the broom on my bum, I heard everything.
Really, yeah?
From horrible child to I don't know, man, how you became my daughter. That was the spectrum. So yeah, so now clearly that happened around when I was about in my 20s. Now as I'm much older, she's like, here's the key. Come whenever you want, don't look at me.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, so and of course, love song month. Getting ready for that also.
Okay.
All good things in the next
Yes,
few
the
months.
big match, of course, also basically every time the big match comes around in the month of March.
Missing.
So obviously, if when you are married, the wives automatically know that they sort of disown you for those 3
For 3 days. You don't belong. 4 days. We have to recover.
4 days. 4 days.
You're not
Yeah, they don't basically, they know that they will be taken care of by the other individuals who are also inebriated just like them, right? So the love that is shown within the boys there is what that keeps them going for the 4 days.
Yeah, now your match is day and night, huh?
Yeah, day night. Oh, right.
Under floodlights.
Yeah,
first time,
50 overs. 50
All
overs.
50 නේ?
50 overs.
මං යන්නේ දවස් 3කට.
දවස් 3 කරා.
එකක් මදි. 3ම යන්න. 3ම යන්න ඕනේ.
හරි.
Right.
දෙවෙනි දවසේ උස්සන් යන්නේ.
නෑ කවුරු හරි උස්සන් යන්නේ. We are also a part of that camaraderie to you know get lifted and කවුරු හරි
Actually, but the thing is this, no, at least there are people who can actually properly jump over the fence and land on the other side. There are certain individuals who have jumped over, tried to jump over the fence and landed on hospital beds.
Yeah. Advanced like that.
And the fence is not even that high. It's about 3 foot.
හරි වෙදාපාර පැනලා පෙන්නන්න.
එපා. මේකයි අපිට ආයෙත් මේ උස්සන වැඩ කරන්න බෑ. සනා බොයිලුත් නැද්ද? Just imagine you and I bringing them up that tooth like that.
Charles. And the thing is, the story that I heard, Christian, of course, basically tried to jump over the fence at SSC. It's not a 8-foot wall that he tried to jump over.
3 foot?
It's about 2.5, 3 feet.
අපි තුනක් දෙමුකෝ.
Yeah, 3 feet. And then he has jumped over,
And forgot the foot.
fallen flat, and then somebody has covered him with a St. Peter's flag. Here lays a saint.
දෙකම සෙන්ට්.
නෑ ස්ටික් එක සෙන්ට් ජෝසෆ්ස් ෆ්ලැග් එක බැදපු එක සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස්.
St. Peter.
Real true brotherly love there.
Brotherly love.
Yeah, but that 3 foot wall basically had him in crutches for almost 6 months.
More than that. About 8 months.
8 months.
8 months විතර.
8 months.
මන් දන්නේ අනේ.
ඒට වැඩි
How did we figure this? How did we do a radio show with you? I don't know.
කියලා වැඩක් නෑ මයි.
මං ආපු දවසක
Yeah.
I'm like okay, this is okay.
And with that broken leg, you actually work in 2 radio stations, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even E also.
In the
Yeah,
morning.
it started with E.
It started at
E in the evening.
Yeah.
With E then moved to
Then
Fox.
it was at Fox.
Oh, right. Yours, මාර වැඩ කර. How was your week?
My week was hectic. We basically have officially launched the Moose Fans app, ladies and gentlemen. Download the app. It's available on Android and, of course, on iOS. It's an app that's actually been launched for the World Cup. Let me see if I can actually pull it up for you here. We all have it on our phones and we love it, absolutely love it. And this is the Moose Fans app, if you can see it. If you can actually go closer to it, there you go. It's got so many things that you can actually do. One of the most important things is the fact that you can take a selfie from the app itself and it gets automatically embedded into the Moose fan jersey.
That's awesome. That's
Right?
an awesome one.
And once obviously you hit like about 500 selfies, which I'm sure will basically hit in a matter of days, they will start printing the jersey, so and then every 500 there's a new set of jerseys that actually get printed, and then you can actually purchase it. So it becomes a collector's item, the jersey, right? So it's
With your faces on it.
with your faces on it at the end of the day. The World Cup is next week. Believe it or not, we're hosting the World Cup
I watched the
along
match
with
also.
India.
Sure.
You watched the match also?
Yeah, one match.
Well done.
One match.
Well
We lost
done.
miserably.
Well done.
අන්තිමට තිබ්බේද?
Yeah. Madega.
Madrid, yeah. So the World Cup is starting next Friday, the 7th.
Really?
On Saturday, sorry. Next Saturday, the 7th of February, and that's going to go on right throughout the month of February. So download the Moose Fans app that's there for you. There are so many things that actually is going to keep you, of course, entertained and give you all those information for the T20 World Cup. It's available both on Android and iOS, and we'll ensure that Andy downloads it before the show is done.
For sure.
Okay?
For sure.
For sure. Then the team's obviously prepping up for the next month or so that we are going to be tirelessly working on so many different shows that you can actually get on the Moose Fans app. So really proud of the guys who actually pulled this one together, and it's just the beginning of this whole journey that we have for the Cricket World Cup, guys.
Nice. All
And
good things.
one thing I wanted to basically ask you also is the fact that what's this influx of peacocks in the city?
ඔයාගෙන් තමයි අහන්න ඕනේ.
I have no every single day.
Really?
Every single day in the morning at about 7:30 in the morning, I am always welcomed by a welcome party of about 2 to 3 peacocks
2 to 3.
in my garden.
It's a beautiful sight.
It's a beautiful sight. It's absolutely
No, but you don't see the peacock, only the peahens behind.
Hen දෙන්නේ වට. Kano saka?
නැට්ට නැති
without
කට්ටිය.
Yeah. All the young boy who's still growing. I don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. We
හෙඩ්
don't know.
ප්‍රිෆෙට්ලත් දන්නේ නැහැ.
මේක ඉක්මනට යන්න.
So,
No,
yeah.
Teacher කෙනෙක් ගහයි.
I think one reason is the peacock population is going to be as bad as the monkeys in this country
Oh, really?
because there are no predators.
For the peacocks.
No.
වඳුරු කන්න මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා.
නෑ නෑ.
ඒ කියන්නේ මේ සත්තු ඉන්නවා.
වඳුරු කන්නේත් නෑනේ කවුරුත්.
කවුරු වඳුරු කන්නේ?
වඳුරු කන්නේ නෑ.
Tigers, you know.
We don't have
No,
tigers here.
leopards. No, leopards.
We have leopards, yeah.
ඉන්න ලෙපර්ඩ්ස් ටිකත් මේ පරිස්සමෙන් ඉන්නේ උන්ටත් කන්න නැතුව.
ඌ වඳුරෙක් අයිද?
වඳුරෙක් අයිද? So peacocks there is absolutely no predator. So probably their
crows also no
population.
predators, no.
No, yeah, but crows.
Crows short time නේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ circle එක short නේ.
Life cycle.
Life cycle එක.
Peacock වැඩිද?
Well, no, but the thing is what I'm fascinated is the fact that this is not
There are so
something that you
many.
get in the city,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
But I remember for the longest time now, even in Colombo, 5-4 වල එහෙම ඔය වතු වල ඒගොල්ලන් කොහොමත් ඉන්නවා. They have become closer to Colombo now.
Yeah, they
Now
have.
at Port City,
Yeah.
දැන් ඔය චෛත්‍ය පාර එහෙම මේ Port City එකේ ඔය duty free එක තියෙන්නේ. ඒකේ ඉන්නවා හෙන set එකක්.
Peacocks?
ඔව්.
Where do they stay in the night? Daytime
Oh,
then?
my hostel වෙන්නේ නැති.
YMCA එකේ වෙන්නේ.
Airbnb.
No, but nice now.
Yeah.
No, it is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice, but the thing is,
ඒක මේ
about the whole story.
ඒක
But good, you don't have to go to
Can't-
yard to see a peacock. You come
No,
to that garden.
I've got my own farm here, right? I've got peacocks here.
Uh.
I have.
You have doggies just outside.
I have dogs. I have dogs walking
No,
in
but
and
they
out.
had that uncle with
And
the
that, yeah,
dogs.
he is there. And then I've got enough of cats here, enough of tomcats here.
Really?
Yeah, big fellows. I've got my friendly Talagoyas walking up and down.
Ah.
We have a family of Talagoyas walking up and down. I don't know why. Ati. I suppose I'm just missing a couple of elephants also.
හැබැයි ඕක මෙහෙමයි ඕක ලයිසන් දුන්නා නම් කණ්ඩ මොකක් හරි කන්ට්‍රෝල් ඇති.
Oh, ඒක තලව.
Nෑ, peacock.
That is
Peacock.
that is banned no.
Peacock ghee
Can't,
is
can't,
bad.
can't.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that has a
We don't know if it's tasty or not,
religious, no, tasty. Ati. By that greatest food review fellow came and ate with the Vedda, that fellow almost got remanded
yeah,
out.
that's true.
Ah, yes, I remember that story.
Eka,
Yeah, yeah.
eka, venama katha must be a delicious.
But maybe for religious purposes.
Yeah, it's the
Hindu
to do
gods,
with
no?
it's with Buddhism.
Okay.
It's a close this thing with the king, King Ravan. I think if I'm not mistaken, King Ravana's
Peacock.
it was a transport mode
Right.
of King Ravana.
He rode a peacock.
He rode a peacock. Yeah,
Would have been a very tiny man, no?
and, would have been a big peacock.
Right. We'll go to other things to link it. So it's going down very
Time
fast.
time for us to time for us to move on to Lanka last week right here on the show. Let's go for it, guys. Ayyo. All right. As always, on the show, Lanka last week, we take a look at some interesting stories that made the headlines in Sri Lanka. And as always, we take our little dig into all these stories to find out how
Our
it
2
comes.
cents.
Our 2 cents. Nobody asks us, but we give it anyway.
Really?
Openly.
Yeah.
All right. First story on the show. What do we have? E-gates officially open at BIA arrival terminal.
Very good. About time.
Yeah, it makes life so much easier, especially for tourists. And there is a massive influx of
How is
tourists
the
already.
Airport.
Yeah,
Summer boy.
it was okay. I mean, it was quite. I mean, obviously the departure. So he flew off on Tuesday. From 31 degrees, he is landed in minus 13 degrees.
Oh my God.
So it's a massive change in as far as temperature. It's snowing like mad there now. But it was okay. But in terms of the airport, the departure was all right. But it's nice to see the influx of tourists that actually are coming down.
Kamanne gate to pahak hari dapu එක.
Oh.
Pahak hari kamanne.
No, but even for the matches, right?
Yeah.
Army.
Yeah.
So the aim is to speed up the immigration process and reduce congestion, which is great. And of course, now the big test is whether.
ඔකි හරි පැත්ත දාලා තියන්න ඕනේ. පැත්ත දාලා ඊට පස්සේ ඔය අනිත් පැත්ත ඔය ඊට
ඒ නවල ගන්න ඕනේ මෙහෙම නවල.
ඊට පස්සේ ගිහලා ස්ක්‍රීන් එකට මූණ අල්ලනවා. හරිද සර්? ඔය මූණ නෙවෙයි ඔය පාස්පෝර්ට් එක.
ඊට පස්සේ මෙහෙම නවල ගන්නවා. අපේ පොත වගේ.
ඊට පස්සේ නෑ බයෝ පේජ් එක. එහෙම පේජ් එකක් නෑ.
මේක ඉරිලා නේද?
Physics නම් තියෙනවා.
අපිට වඩා Sri Lankans will learn it the hard way.
This reminds me of that funny video of a guy who who was basically traveling for the very first time, putting his bags in the X-ray machine. He also goes to the X-ray machine. The guy, wait, come here.
He's going to
Anyway, so that's basically on, and the big test right now is going to see whether the system, of course, improves efficiency long term,
It should.
or simply introduces a new type of queue. You never know.
නෑ අපේ දැන් ඊගේ දැම්මට දැන් අර මොකද්ද ඉන්දියන් වෛරස් එකට මුත්තාම කරලා නෑනේ.
Nee, that is
ගේට්ටුව දාලා.
that-
උඩ ඉන්නකෝ. ඉන්න. One
that,
by
has,
one.
that has been around for a while.
Yes,
you
it's not
see.
new.
Yeah.
No, it's been around.
නැපා what?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. We have no idea, no stories for us to basically talk about it in
Okay,
detail.
one sec.
Next story, what do we have? China plans to provide 100 electric buses to Sri Lanka.
ඒක වටනවා එහෙමත් එක්කම අර ඉලෙක්ට්‍රික් චාර්ජස් ටිකක් දෙන්න.
Yeah, no, see, we were actually having this conversation earlier on. So China's actually, each bus is roughly valued at $225,000. $225,000 each bus. And they are planning on supplying 100 electric buses, and of course a move to reduce fuel dependency, and of course clearly environmental pollution.
Good move.
What is happening, I'm sure, in the next 10 to 15 years, the influx of electric vehicles that have actually come into the market is only going to increase.
For sure.
And it's even right now, lots of individuals who actually do own electric vehicles can see the saving at the end of the day, right? Because you just plug it at home. right? And you're charged at the whenever you basically need to go out. But yes, the infrastructure needs to actually come up as fast
Yes.
as the electric vehicles are coming into Sri Lanka.
Of course, yeah.
Right?
Mm.
But I heard
So-
somebody was saying, actually one of my friends was saying, they're going to put an electric charging machine near every kiosk or every Cargill, something like that.
They
So
should.
they're
I think
trying to-
Keels. I think
Keels,
Keels
because it's
is
John Keels,
yes, right. BYD is part of John
Yeah.
Keels. I think Keels, of course,
That's what they're trying to do.
which is good. Which is good because every country, obviously, at the end of the day, has this infrastructure all sorted out before they start releasing these. But
But we do the other way now.
yes, always, as always. Yet you
අපේ
figure it
මෝටර්
out.
බෝඩ් එකෙන් ඉස්සරලා කපනවා ඊට පස්සේ ඉලෙක්ට්‍රිසිටි බෝඩ් එකෙන් ආයි කපනවා ඊට පස්සේ ටෙලිකොම් එකෙන් ආයි කපනවා
ඊට පස්සේ
එක-
මොකක්ද
එකම
වෙන්නේ?
වල මේ අක්කු තුන් පාරක් කපලා අනේ අම්මපා කාට කියන්නද මේවා ඊට පස්සේ නගර සභාවෙන් ගිහලා කකුස්සි වලත් කපනවා
අර ලොකු මොකද්ද මේ
ඔව්.
ගලි
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 ගලි එක ගලි බවුසරය
ඔක්කොම එකම තැනේ.
ඔක්කොම එකම වල හතර පාරක් කපලා
කමන්නේ. ඒක මං කියන්නේ ඇස් දෙකට කඳුළුත් ආව මෙතන අඬන්න සීන් එකක් තියෙන්නේ. නේ අම්මේ we like all our Andians. Big or small.
Oh my God.
පපෝත්‍රි දරෝමන්. හරි.
Okay.
Quickly.
Right.
Moving on.
Anyway, forget the electric buses. Right. That's not what we're going to be talking about anymore. Let's move on. So what do we have next?
Okay.
Vesak festival to be held on May 30th instead of May 1st.
මැයිද පළවෙනිදා
Yes.
May පළවෙනිදා I think. May පළවෙනිදා.
so entire month no
No. So
no. They're moving the date,
they're
right?
moving the date to the 30th of May, right? Following
First,
recommendations from the Poya committee and the Mahanayaka Theras, the shift is due to the absence of an auspicious time on the 1st of May, while religious.
Done.
While religious observances remains the priority, and the date change has a knock-on effect for public holidays, travel plans, and event
So we have a
schedulings.
4-day committee.
Yeah, we do.
yeah
Yeah, we do.
ඒ සෙල්ලම් නෙමෙයි වෙන එකත් ඔක්කොම බලලා කරන්න ඕනේ.
Yep. I think this request is actually was sent maybe a couple of months ago, maybe the beginning of December or something like that.
This one?
This request to actually shift the day from the 1st of May to the 30th
That
of
means there
May.
has to be an auspicious time for them to put up the stuff.
I suppose, yeah.
yeah definitely අනිවාර්යයෙන්
අර
So,
lanterns එක දාන්න එහෙම.
Yep.
නෑ නෑ ඒ හැම දෙයකටම වෙලාව තියෙනවානේ
ආ,
And you know, when I was-
එකත් වෙලාවල් තියෙනවා so ඒවා හරියට ආවේ නැත්නම් ඒවා ලයින් උන් නැත්නම්
කරන්නේ.
කරන්නේ කරන එක හොඳ නෑ
So 1st of May, accordingly, is not, there's no auspicious time on the 1st of May. So hence, it's actually been moved to the 30th of May. And on the subject of Vesak, are we having a
Better no.
dansa?
We don't know a lot of things. We make popcorn.
Popcorn dansa?
Yeah.
Popcorn dansa. Right.
Easy to make us.
Yeah, easy to make.
Yeah, Hamad will pop and give. We will
Yeah.
keep distributing.
Let's do it. And we'll get
Handi.
GNSL fans and followers to come and help us at
To
the
give the dancer.
yeah,
To
to
give.
වෙනකුට කියම ගොටු හදන්න කියලා
And a speed එක හදන්න ඕනේ යා ගොට්ට.
ගොට්ට හදලා ලුණු දාන්න
ඒක හොඳයි.
So this is a plan that we actually started talking about last year.
Yeah, but we can do it. It's a
And
doable plan.
we are hoping that we can actually get this done. And it's now we know that it is on the 30th of May.
Yeah.
So that's when GNSL Dansal.
It's also going to be there. Not the first, on the 30th.
On the 3rd. Knowing us, we will have a Dansal on the 1st. Nobody will be there.
And be like, why? I counted nothing.
We got the date wrong.
For sure.
For sure. All right, next story. What do we have? Mandatory seat belt rule comes into full effect.
Very
මේ
good.
කී පාරක් මේක දැන් අපි කතා
Yeah, no,
Then full effect.
There was a grace period, Chris.
okay
Get your own seat belt.
No. There was a 3-month grace period that they've actually given in order for you to ensure the fact that
you get it
people
installed
sitting
and everything
at
okay.
the the rear seats actually wear the seat belts.
Okay.
But now, or on other roads, or basically the rule applies to drivers, front seat passengers, They are going to be absolutely strict about this, and of course, aimed reducing country's high road fatality. So all that basically is going to be happening. It's after a 3-month grace period. Seatbelt enforcement is now fully active
Very good.
across Sri Lanka.
Very good.
Yeah.
Finally,
So you're telling me you're going to stop and check whether the seat belt is on or not? I
You know
presume.
what? I whilst basically on the way to the airport, stopped at the toll gate. The toll gate, of course, now is building up as far as traffic is
Oh, really?
concerned.
That
We
was a-
had. I can just tell everybody out there, if you're planning to use the highway, you have about, I think, 5 gates, right? Each of the gate, there were 5 different cops standing at least about maybe 500 meters from the gate,
Why?
just to check if you had the seatbelts on or
Oh,
not.
okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
kudos to them then. Very good.
Yep. So they were basically, I mean, they were not, usually you see the cops standing at the gate itself.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
High
but this-
speed London.
Right? High speed alarm, that's right. Now there were actually 5 different
They're
cops.
actually checking.
They were actually standing, they were directing traffic also while they're at it. While they were directing traffic, you can see that they were doing a little peekaboo. Right?
Balan. Very judgy like this.
Yeah. There's never gate.
Trouser එකේ තියෙනවා sir.
ඒක අපිට ඕනේ නෑ. Yeah, so yes, please. Even if you're traveling in the rear seat, seat belt is absolutely important, which is now going to become a traffic offense. If you are copped, you will basically have to go through that hassle all over again.
ඒක දාන්න ඕනේ 3-wheel road රථ වලටත් actually behind. But
Yeah.
sometimes they drive, you're on that man's body. උගේ කරේ.
Yeah, that's also true. That's
So
also
then my
true.
famous line is අනේ අයියෝ ඔයාට හදිසිද මට හදිසියක් නෑ.
නෑ.
ඔයා හිමින් යන්න. මමනේ යන්නේ. You are not going to my destination.
Why do rear seat passengers find it so offensive to wear the seat belt?
I don't know. Why?
It was never in the books, no, all this
I think
time.
you're a bit more not so comfy also. No.
Uh,
ටිකක් spaces මෙහෙම ටිකක් හදලා.
It's just, I mean, it's like the seat belt. No, we can't. No. You have the driver wearing the seat belt. You have the passenger wearing the seat belt. Can you say no, we can't? Why? It's like something's wrong. It's like you tell them that you have to basically remove your trousers or something like that. Right? Where is it?
ඕක හොයිස්ට් එකට දාලා ඉස්සර සීට් බෙල්ට් එක හොයාගන්න ඕනේ.
ඔව් තියෙන seat belt එක කොහෙද
ඔය
තියෙන්නේ?
තියෙන්නේ කියලා
ඒක
අස්සට
අස්සට
ගිහිල්ලා දිරලා මීයෝ ගාලා
Oh.
කඹයක් හරි ගැට ගහගෙන යන්න දැන්.
All right, next one on the show. What do we have? Sri Lanka mulls social media restriction for minors.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Big story this is.
So now Australia did. France also doing it.
I think there's another.
Yeah, France.
it's
A few
France.
more.
France, is it?
France has
Only
done
France, is
it.
it?
Yeah.
France.
Yeah.
French Macron has done it.
Yep. So the
good
government is exploring the possibility of restricting social media access for underage children amid growing concern over explicit content, cyberbullying, and mental health damage.
Yeah.
Good one.
While no final decision has been made, officials say the technical capability already exists. And the proposal opens a wider debate on digital freedom, parental responsibility, and whether regulations can actually fix deeper societal issues.
But that's a good start.
Yeah, but
Kids, yeah. But then
I don't know, but first of all, we need to understand, is banning social media
the solution to the problem.
exactly
Yeah.
easier than teaching kids how to actually use it?
Like responsibly.
You know?
But that's
It-
the problem is the Sri Lankans don't have many.
No, I
many
mean,
households have that
okay,
conversation.
මං හිතන්නේ now I don't think YouTube will be taken off. It's only TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat and අරම්මනන් ඒව හැම.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the thing is
so-
this: at the end of the day, I don't think kids today are actually on Facebook.
Yeah, they're not.
That
Face-
is just
no.
millennials.
Yeah.
No, Facebook is for the aging crowd,
Yeah.
right? And but you're right, Instagram, they're heavy on TikTok,
Yeah.
heavy on TikTok, and
And Snapchat also.
yeah,
That's the only way they message each other. It's on Snapchat because you don't have a history record of that.
yeah. I mean,
You tell
look,
what
it's like, for example, no, the thing is this, right? I mean, the question is banning social media easier than teaching kids how to use it?
It's
Is
apparently so.
almost the same thing as letting your kids know what to do, what not to do when they are planning on going out in the night, then rather not let them go out in the night.
Yeah, same.
But then social media වලට වැඩි I think you should put restrictions on gaming.
I think it's social media, really. I think.
I mean, do you know there are some kids in this country who don't see sunlight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
There are some kids in this country who doesn't come out of the room.
Possible.
Not some kids. Most kids don't come out of their room.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
Without the gaming.
Without the gaming. And then the thing is, obviously, I'm sure lots of parents out there will agree. As parents, you call out their name.
Yeah.
With the anticipation of them coming out of the room.
Yeah.
But you call out the name, the only thing you say, yeah. So, hello, this is not a roll call. We're not doing attendance here.
Yeah.
Right? You call out the name for you to walk out because we want to talk to you.
Or you must say, so and so, come.
Yeah. Nonsense. But I've always found the best way to get them out of their rooms every single time.
Food.
No, I turn the Wi-Fi off.
Yeah. You're right.
I turn the Wi-Fi off. And then everyone all walking. Hey, Wi-Fi is not working. Wi-Fi. Come.
No, sit down.
Sit. We've been calling you all this time. All you've been saying is, yeah. You've been saying attendance and roll call in school.
Yeah.
Come, sit.
Yeah.
Have the conversation.
Then it's like, you put the Wi-Fi on or come and sit. No, you sit.
We
Yeah.
put the
He'll put the Wi-Fi on after that.
දැන් ගෙදරක TV බලන්නේ නැහැනේ.
අපේ ගෙදර තාම අම්මයි තාත්තයි
අම්මයි තාත්තයි විතරයි.
බලන්න.
You think any kid in this country watches TV anymore?
මම බලන්නේ TV.
No.
actually. Come think of it.
Think of it. I
I just watch Netflix.
I only watch TV when a match is on.
Yeah.
Right? That also if I'm
That
allowed
also I
to
don't
watch.
watch.
That's also if I'm actually allowed to watch TV.
Yeah. What do you
Right.
want?
මමද?
Oh.
මම ඉතින් ඔය මොකක් හරි
බලනවා.
බලනවා.
All right, next story. What do we have? Colombo ranked world's most unaffordable city for property buyers in
Wow.
2026.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
supposed
those
it's
are-
really expensive. Building a house
He's no
He's now
today,
Yeah.
it's like, for example, it's come to a stage that when you tell somebody that you're planning on building a house and you invite them over basically to lay the foundation stone, nobody says congratulations anymore. They all say good luck.
Yeah. Could you
Yeah.
see
They
to the
just say
end?
good
Yeah.
luck.
ඉතින් දැන් මම තාප්පේ ගහන්න තාම පටන් අරගෙනත් නැහැ ලක්ෂකමාරක් විතර විතර.
There you heard.
මොකටද
අපේ රාගම ගෙදර
To jump over.
තාප්පේ ගහන්න තාප්පේ ගහන්න
පඩු
තාම
ගත්තද?
නෑ තාප්පේ ගහන්න සිමෙන්ති අරන්වත් නෑ තාම.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
එකසිමනක් ගියකෝ.
එකයි 50ක් ගියේ සර්වේ කරන්න උනා ඉස්සෙල්ලා.
Ah, yeah,
හරිද?
okay.
සර්වේ කරන්න 45 47 කොහෙද ගියා. ඊට පස්සේ ඕක මේ ප්‍රාදේශීය සභාවට ගිහලා ප්ලෑන් එකක් අද ගන්න ඕනේ.
No, it's a lot. And then that's only the beginning.
ඔව් ඒ ප්ලෑන් එක ඇදලා ඒව අප්‍රූව්
before
ගන්න
you
ඕනේ.
build it?
Oh, yeah.
ඊට පස්සේ එතනින් එහාට ඊට පස්සේ වරි පණන් ඔක්කොම සෙටල්
okay,
කරන්න ඕනේ
okay.
රයිට් ඊට පස්සේ කොහොම හරි so now still
එකසිමනක් හරිද?
තාම මේ සිමෙන්ති වැඩි අරන්වත් නැහැ තාම.
Yeah.
We are not constructing it at the
No,
moment.
not
Baskenik වලද නේත් නෑ.
ආ
Baskenik
even කොටේෂන් විතරයි අරන් තියෙන්නේ.
quotation is
අර හොරාට දෙන්නකෝ හොඳට හදලා දෙන්න උමිලි. ඔයාගේ බඩුත් එක්කම. මේ අර ගිය සැරේ ගත්ත සිමෙන්ති කොටේ අපි දාලා දෙන්න.
ඉතින් අන්න so what Shaq is saying is probably true.
No, Colombo has been ranked the most unaffordable city in the world.
But-
In the world, not in South Asia, not
World,
in
world.
Asia, in the world
So
for
you're-
buying property.
So you are telling me top countries like Australia and all of
Yeah,
that.
with a price to income ratio of 55.3, owning a home costs more than 55 times the average annual income. 55 times.
can't be
Hello, I'm not
සිමෙන්ති
making.
කොටේ
ඉතින්
ගානේ
ඉතින්
බලන්නකෝ.
ඒ කියන්නේ එහෙනම් අපේ රටේ මිනිස්සු හරිද දැන් ලක්ෂරි SUV එකක් ගත්තොත් ඒ කියන්නේ කොළඹ අපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකක් ඇතුළේ ඉන්නා වගේ තමයි.
ඔව්. කාර් එක ගත්ත එතන
Yeah,
ඉඳලා
yeah,
කාර් එක ගත්තා if you are spending about 70 million in a SUV,
yeah.
I mean you can buy a decent apartment.
You can.
A
I
small
mean,
house or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, how much do you think a Land Rover is actually going for?
Yeah,
It's 100 million.
100 million.
Yep.
ඉතින් 100 million වලට මේ කොළඹ හොඳ apartment එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්.
Pull up.
So you have to pick it. Either you want the car, you want the apartment.
Yeah,
Or you take the car and sleep in it.
sleep in it.
Oh, so either you are very rich, you have both.
So mortgage payments can reach up to 774% of income. Mortgage payments can reach up to 774% of income, while rental yields remain painfully low. In short, buying property in Colombo makes very little sense for the average resident. Now, who is Colombo actually being built for right now?
We have questions now.
I mean, man, it's crazy. I was actually quite shocked reading this. At the end of the day,
There are apartments coming all around, but
yeah, they're coming all around. But the thing is,
Mushrooms now.
but the thing is, Chris, the apartments are bought not by Sri Lankans living here,
Not anymore. Yeah.
right? These apartments are bought by the diaspora that is living all over the world. For them,
To come
it
for
is quite cheap.
yeah.
You know, see, it says it's expensive for us to basically buy as a Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
You know,
Our income.
with our income,
Yeah.
right? So, in terms of for individuals who are living in Canada, Australia, in Europe, buying an apartment in Sri Lanka is
Probably sweet
good.
deal.
Good.
It's a sweet deal. It's a sweet deal. So so.
Well, good luck in building a house, I suppose.
No, I mean,
For the
if
poor
you
folks.
and the thing, and also the thing is, with the number of apartments that's actually coming up, not many people in Colombo actually own a house.
All on rent.
All on rent.
Rent,
Most
yeah.
on rent.
All on
And
rent.
that's also not easy
that's-
amount.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's also the shift in generation that we see.
People don't own anymore.
Because the current generation, the Gen Zs, which are actually getting into the corporate life right now, who've been into the corporate life in the last 5 years, they don't want attachments. They do not want to be
held
attached
down. Oh, yeah.
by anything. They don't want a house because just in case they decide that they don't want to live here anymore, a house is a burden because they need to sell. They don't want a vehicle to buy because it is a problem, right? Because they don't
Service,
like the whole maintenance. If there is a vehicle where you just basically push start, press the accelerator and go, they'll take it. Changing the oil and putting fuel, headache, please call Pick Me, please call Uber, it'll take me there. I don't have that hassle anymore, right? So much so, this whole attachment issue is actually going all the way up to marriages. It's all going all the way up to marriages. Nobody wants to be attached. Nobody wants to actually be attached and marry.
Yeah.
Right? At the age that we all basically got married.
Just become a head prefect.
But it's different. It's a generation
Don't
shift
go
is
there.
massive. No?
Become a head prefect. Don't go there. අර මැක්කයි කතාව වගේ. අර whole show මැක්කයි කතාව.
Yeah.
මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? Don't be a head prefect. මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? ටීචර් ළඟට යන්න එපා. එහෙමද මැක්කයි කතාව.
Anyway, time for us to get into a very cool guest.
Yeah.
That's actually coming up on the show right now, and something that we've actually been having a conversation with just off air, and it's completely different chat that we're planning on having, and we have some furry friends.
The best chat ever. Hands down.
We have some furry friends who are going to be joining us on the couch. We have some feathered friends.
Yeah.
who are
Furry
going to
and
be-
feathered.
Furry and feathered.
No, not the three of us sitting on this couch. We are both furry and feathered. බලන්න ක්‍රිස් ගේ කොණ්ඩේ බලන්න feather cut එක බලන්න.
yeah.
Furry ගැන මම කතා කරන්නේ. Only about the feathers.
All right, that's coming up. We've got that special interview that's coming up right here on the show. You don't want to miss that one. We shall be back right after this break. All right, welcome back to the show. We've got a very special guest on the show today, and not only a guest, but we have a fair amount of furry friends also on the show today. But
Humans,
not humans. That's why I said.
furry, but right now.
Enough. There you go. And it's very interesting to start the show off like this. We've got Paul on the show with us. How are you, Paul?
I'm good, thank you.
Paul is a what shall I say? He is a farmer by profession.
Yeah, a banker turned farmer.
A banker turned farmer. God, what was that calling?
Yeah, it was about food.
Was it?
Yeah. During COVID, the food desire for my children, the need for good food. So the common interest that I had is about pets. I love pets. So I had a backyard poultry with few hens, and it multiplied to a point that I had to take the hens to a place because it was 200 plus
Wow.
at a home. So that's the shifting point. Banker turned farmer.
Wow. Okay, it's an interesting story because that's not something that people obviously get into. I mean, especially if you're in the financial sector as a banker, you most probably either get into being an entrepreneur,
Sure.
or maybe possibly. I know a few bankers who've decided to actually open up cafes, close it the next day. Clearly didn't work out. But when did this actually happen, Paul?
It's during COVID where the entire thing started up. And, experimental, because obviously a banker over a period of close to about 2 decades would not know what farming is all about.
Right.
It just started with the backyard gardening to feed some good food, which is an egg, gambitra,
Right.
for my children. So during COVID, the first thing that we hear is immune increasing food, right? So immune rich food, eat moringa, eat gambitra, and all this stuff. So during polar time, we go there and get bitra, but during COVID, no polar, no achi, no kude, no bitra. So I had to look out some way and also occupy myself with my children than going on to a digital space, which was a limited space. So I made my DIY coop backyard and then bought few hens, chicks.
Right.
Chicken, chicks, baby chicks.
Yeah.
Right.
I was going to say the two-legged one,
I
then
know,
all
I
are
know,
two-legged.
I know. I can imagine because I'm very careful with it now. Huh? I can still remember what Shaq was telling as he entered the room. So I'll keep that for later. So started with that, and it started multiplying. We got some egg. About 3 months later, I heard a strange noise in the backyard.
Right.
I thought some, a predator has come and attacked. To see that it has laid an egg.
Oh, wow.
So that's the first egg that I'm talking about during 2021 and 2022. During that time is what I experimented at home. That was a warm egg.
Right.
And our family, we were 3 or 4 at the time. My wife, my children, and myself. We made a bullseye.
Oh,
That's
been the best
that's the
taste.
best day, and that taste is still there in my mouth. I can't still forget that.
Wow.
So then it started to multiply. A lot of eggs, eat egg every day, lots of egg every day, and then we shared among the community around our living space. That brought so much of joy. I was so happy to see the smile in children, elderly people, because giving a nutritious egg was something people couldn't reach and afford for. So that brought the joy while I was doing farming. The banking job was still on, 9 to 5 at work. It was remote that back then, working from home. So after that, I start feeding the hens, go clean the coop. Sometimes we hear the cock-a-doodle-doo in the late night, because the roosters think that I'm feeding them. That's the morning.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the cycles changes, so all this stuff come into place. It was beautiful. Sorry?
You're messing with them.
Yeah, they're changing the cycles.
Such a tease, he's such a tease.
Sorry, that's what you call a cock tease.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, Andy. It's difficult for you to laugh there, but I know you really want to. But sorry about it. Okay.
Can't disturb Cinnamon. My life is revolving around this little rabbit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she's responding now. So the life was very beautiful, interesting. So we had a few hens, the turkey, started experimenting, exploring that beauty in that. And then it's the point where we have to shift the hens, or I have to be pushed out from the home.
Oh, okay.
Because 200 hens or me was the game.
Okay.
It was a point that I had to make a decision that I am kicked out of the house, or I park the hens somewhere in a safe place, about 200 hens. So I was looking for a place close by because I had to, take care of them, shuttling back and forth. So I found a place. We started building a coop, and then we shifted the hens, and the story began. And that's the first batch that came through the egg story.
Wow.
As a farm.
Okay, so now basically you've sort of grown this into a fully fledged farm.
True.
What type of farm animals do you actually have now?
See, we have about 10 to 15 varieties of hens.
Okay.
Ducks, rabbits, rooster.
Varieties of hens.
Varieties of hens.
Yeah.
How many varieties of hens are there?
So
find out.
there is immense. If you talk about 50 plus in common there.
Wow, okay.
But we all know is just,
One fellow.
in general, broiler or a curry chicken. That's what they talk about the hen. But here we talk about Polish hen, bantam, frisbee.
We just know either lunch or dinner.
There is no Poland or British.
There's
So
no Poland or Finland here, right?
So-
Either fried or curry.
Devil or
They-
sorted.
Yeah.
Because even the children who come there, I'll ask holding this and say, "What is this?" And they say, "Chicken." I said, "No, it's a hen."
The hen.
Because for them,
Right.
it's always about when you say a chicken,
It's food.
It's food.
Yeah.
So it's a hen,
Right.
rooster, chicks.
Right.
And we have bantam, frizzle, cochin, or what you saw is a Peking bantam. Different varieties of hens and roosters that we have. In addition, we have the goose, the Muscovy ducks, and we have the khaki Campbell ducks, mud ducks, different varieties of ducks.
Basically, Tara, right?
Do you actually find all of them here, Paul, or did you bring them
Actually,
down, or?
there are a few that I brought in, but many of them were here in different places.
Okay.
Some were quarantined and brought in, imported
Right.
from different, bloodline, different countries. They belong to certain countries. So, for example, if you take Polish, they belong to Poland. So it comes from there. So they become like ornamental pets at
Right.
home, because like different Siberian Huskies come from there. All these breeds of different animals come from different regions. So people collect and it's there. So what I did is bringing everyone together, and I had my own breeding them together, crossbreeding together.
Okay.
So different varieties of hens, ducks, and I have our own incubator, brooding system.
My goodness.
Where we multiply them.
Wow.
So feeding, it's not only about, animals around, but
Yeah.
it's so much of beauty, diverse,
That's true. So-
together.
I mean that's amazing, right? Especially being in the incubator and coming and
True.
creating life, so to speak.
True.
So, for some context, me and Paul have been bankers for the longest time together. Is an account open kara.
No.
Now he's a farmer with Cinnamon, the rabbit, been in it. You realize, people, this is the best show in the world. I'm having the best time today on the show, right? So Paul, now for you to venture out, of course, COVID was a big factor, and that you kind of realized your passion, so to speak. But was there any study, anything that you had before, whilst you're banking so many years, that maybe I will venture out into this, and COVID kind of gave you like a doorway for it?
It's a mix of all put in together. I love pets and animals. That's when even when I go out for sales visits, I move around different places in the country. Right, when I was doing sales.
account open.
යන හැම මෙයාට account open කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
බෑ.
Sorry, okay.
CDDM fail.
So I used to stop at every pet shop that I come across and see, that was the passion that I have. Still I have that little bit of a habit. Whenever I see a pet shop, I stop and stare at the pets and see what's there and all this
Checking
stuff.
them out.
Say hi to them and all this stuff. So with that, I loved animals and pets. I want to have few animals around the house as pets. But as a farm, I never thought that to the section that I'm having right now. So during the time I was talking about 200 plus hens, right? So when I shifted, the saddest strategy happened is that everyone died.
Oh,
Right.
So that became a zero, like an egg again.
wow.
Because
I mean,
I think
all
you had to-
200.
All 200 plus.
What happened?
So the farmer doesn't know how to, the banker doesn't know how to have a farm.
Yeah.
It's a backyard, it's a poultry, it's a backyard, it's a small, few hens. And, when you talk about disease management, food management, their entire cycle, it was not. Because I had the passion just having some hens at home.
Right.
Then I had to look at a way out, digging deep into that, understanding why and things like, because I didn't want to take a U-turn.
Right.
I built a hen scoop with a lot of expectation and thoughts and things like plan. So I started learning about it, to the point of doing the own post-mortem of the hens to understand why they died.
Wow.
And this is, I'm talking about a banker, right? So I while I was doing in the bank, right? So there was no other choice that I had to do. So I wanted to go way out and learn, research to a point that understanding why they died. So then COVID came, the opportunity was there. There was a desire, passion, and no option environment, out of comfort zone. I really want to prove things right there. So putting everything together, Panda Farmacy was born during pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Wow.
amazing. That's amazing.
That's amazing. I mean, as you can see, I've been sitting like a bride right throughout the show because I've been holding on
The
this,
bridesmaid is here.
the bouquet. Okay, so now obviously you've got a fair amount of farm animals. At the same time, you have brought today edible plants, which is sitting right in the middle. Talk us through about that. What is that? How does this come about?
So this happened because we started hosting people to the farm, and when welcoming them, it's usually a practice where we greet with flowers and bouquet, right? So running around for bouquets and using that bouquet after some time, it's sometimes you keep it there for about a week and then it fades off, and either you press it in a book and keep it as a remembrance or things like that. So once I thought, okay, why not a bouquet made with edible leaves or plants?
Wow.
Because they can take home. We are not, because that was a time where the dengue mosquitoes was breeding so high, and this leads to a place where breeding takes place in the water bottle,
Right.
or the place where they keep the flowers during the hospitals or things like that. So when we greet people, I collect different varieties. This is made of about 6 varieties of greens, 6 varieties of nutritious green,
Right.
from tribal mukunwana to the red mukunwana. It's a mix of all greens. Put together, there is variety, there's diversity, there's different colors into it. Bundle it together, greet them with an edible bouquet. So after the event, after the show, they just take it home, cook it, eat it. It's so nutritious.
And think about it. And your
And
farm.
think about it, yeah. And they can even pollinate, and they can still grow because they can stem plant and it will still grow
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So it's
Well, I mean, look, you've obviously branched out a fair amount from where you were. And also, we're talking about Panda Farmacy. I love the way it's actually spelled.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's a pun as far as the wordplay into the word farm. And of course, pharmacy also brought into it. So, so you've actually manufactured your own
Protein drink.
protein drink or protein
Yeah.
powder? How? I mean,
Wow.
you
Tell
are-
us more.
you-
I mean, that's all we can say.
Why? I mean,
Not
first
why,
why,
wow, and wow.
and how? And you've been actually branching into a fair amount of things. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually called Panda Superfood, and it's from Panda Farmacy, which is spelled Farmacy. And that's how we would actually spell pharmacy in grade 1. But there's a reason it's actually spelled pharmacy, because it comes from the
farm.
Panda farm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk us through this, Paul. How is it?
So one thing is that earlier I didn't understand the difference between food and food-like products.
Okay.
So when we go to a supermarket or purchase to buy some food, we see many things which is like food but is not food. Food-like products.
Right.
So I really wanted to give some good food on the plate for myself, my children, my community, and people around whom I move. So I started giving this as an edible food, as green, and then started to source this actually desire for my own health and also for my children, because everything evolved around my children as their future and their health, as many parents would want to have a nutritious food for their children.
Yeah.
So putting everything together, there are some children who will not eat greens. They will not eat mungata, all these grains and things like that, because they are very picky.
Yeah.
So putting everything together in a powdered form and making a shake out of it, blending it with all the nutrients coming into play, the food helps them to, because the reason why we say Panda Farmacy is also, when you say pharmacy, you think of medicine.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So that this
yeah.
food is like medicine.
Right.
Some people make their medicine as food.
Right.
Right, so this has to be a food that is like a medicine. That's the whole purpose of
So
Panda
you were
Farm.
saying, you were also saying it's pre-workout, post-workout, into
Yeah.
everything. I mean, just tell us what you can actually use this for.
So you can make pancakes for my little child who is 1+ year now. So we make cereal for him.
Okay.
Right, and for the elderly children that we have pancake, they make pancake. We make smoothies. We make even thosai. Right,
Ah.
right. So they add this as well. The most important thing is pre-workout
And
and
post-workout.
post-workout. The nutrition fixer.
හොඳ
On the
වෙලාවට
float-
දැන් මම දුවනවා. රේස් එකක් දුවනෝනේ 8 වෙනිදා.
Oh.
There you go. මේක
So-
බිබී තමයි දුවන්නේ. There you go.
because
This so this it says increase strength and energy.
Yeah.
Excellent for your child's weight gain and growth, and it's very simple to prepare. You can add grated coconuts, sweetener, add water as required, mix well, and make it into small balls if you want to. And but the most important thing, Paul, is the fact. The question that most of our viewers, when they do see this, basically will ask is the fact that
Where do
are
you
you
purchase
actually qualified to make this?
yes.
How?
Because I finished my doctorate in terms of sustainable agriculture. and community development alongside in this. And in terms of certifications, we have got the required certifications for this.
Good.
As a food grade.
Okay.
And including the packaging is a food grade material.
How much?
To the extent that we have gone through in depth, because I really researched on this over a period of 1+ year.
Right.
And the moment I started to feed my child, who is 1, I trust my product. And now we enjoy this as a family in different forms. In fact, we started with a launch last Aurudhu. We made Aurudhu Kavali with this. So the
nice.
nutritious cow cookies, all made with this.
So it's got green gram, red rice, soya, korakang, green peas, chickpeas, corn, black-eyed peas, black-eyed peas.
Black-eyed peas.
The black-eyed peas. Great band. Yeah, and even the black-eyed peas are in this. So this is...
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon will be added soon. So Paul, before we do let you go, and your fantastic, of course, turnaround of being a farmer from a banker, I believe you actually brought your another furry friend that you would like to basically show.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break right now while Paul quickly pops out and grabs another furry friend, and we'll be back right after this. Okay, we're back on the show, and this is one of the most exciting chats that we've actually had
Ever.
on Gnsl, for sure. And Andy, of course, is very busy with Cinnamon. And now we have another friend in the studio that Paul's actually brought on. Who is this, Paul?
This is Tyson.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Wow. And why Tyson, may I ask the name?
So very fierce.
Really?
Yeah, with roosters.
Okay.
Not with men.
Okay.
Right? So they're coming from
Keep all the bridges in front.
Don't worry. So that's what I said, is only roosters, right?
Right,
They're,
right.
Porokukula type, but they are very friendly with people when you get along with them. So
Okay.
What is
the
the
name?
breed?
Sorry, this is called Peking Bantam.
Okay.
So it's another variety of that. So this is a fully grown rooster. That's a full size. So it is not that big. Very small, different variety. So it's very colorful. So child friendly. They can touch the comb, the beak, and feathers, the legs and all those stuff. Children can touch and feel and learn about it, right? So never in their lifetime the children can touch the comb.
Right.
So we have all varieties. Even the sheep that we have, children carry that and sing "Baba Black Sheep"
Wow.
with the teachers. That's for the first time.
I mean, sheep. You actually have sheep.
Yeah, sheep.
Really?
Yes, sheep.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we have sheep there at our farm. We have the goat, different varieties of goats. It's not mutton, but
Right.
it's goats. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
yes,
mutton.
yes.
It's not mutton
None
yet.
of this is food today.
None of this is food. Yeah.
It's not mutton yet, Paul.
Now, this is the thing, we might never eat chicken again after knowing Tyson.
So yeah, it's a lot of education, the information, the learning curve at the farm is just not seeing animals, but we feed them. Children get the time to feed them,
Right.
because we believe farming is feeding.
Right.
It feeds us while we feed the farm animals.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And this breed, you can actually find this breed in Sri Lanka?
Yes, there are few mainline breeders.
Right.
They do as their commercial stuff as well, but
Oh,
you
really?
can find, and there are some cross breeds as well. So this is, I got it from a trusted friend of mine. Collection
So
of
you
things
know
that
how to identify as
we
well, I
can.
suppose,
Yeah,
right?
because their feathers, their standing ways, and their wings falling down, the feathers, to everything. There's a mix of all. So
Right,
these,
right, right.
golden laces, different colors and breed.
So crossbreeding is also basically a business here? Or individuals who actually do that?
They do as well. So because incubate their eggs and increase the numbers, and it's a business as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that we actually learn on the show.
See, clearly my bubble is really small in life.
I
And
think
then every single show brings us something
we
new.
do. I mean,
Seriously.
it's amazing, and the amount of it's funny that because our focus is just basically right in front of
In a
us.
little
Yeah, and we
bubble.
just know what we know, and just to identify there are individuals like Paul out there who've actually had a massive turn in life from being a successful banker and now to being a successful farmer. Decided to basically take this upon himself to change things around. The stories that are out there is simply amazing, and Paul,
Wow.
where is your farm?
It's in the UK.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Do you
Wow.
need a visa?
That's the only place you don't have a visa
Right.
to visit. That is Uzbekistan,
Right.
just passing Wattala.
Okay. Okay.
It's just about half an hour to 45 minutes drive from
Right.
Colombo
right.
along the lake.
And you actually advertise the farm for people to come out. How does this work?
Actually, we have a social media page on Facebook and YouTube, very minimal page. But the surprising thing is that for the past 1.5 years, which we opened for the public, we have had 14,500 people visiting the farm.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's
Amazing
amazing.
word of mouth. there,
Yeah.
for sure.
So because it's about, we were more focused about giving the best for everyone who comes.
Right.
You know, even from starting from preschool, schools, primary, universities, and for even special needs children.
Okay.
Because we have made that setup so much that focusing on them as well. Even they can come on the wheelchair, they can move around. For special needs children, the curriculum is there. So everything. We don't want anybody to miss out that beauty of nature.
Amazing.
So
So, Paul, let me ask you one question. Okay, you've got. Okay, let's just talk about some of the animals that you have. Okay, you've got hens.
yeah, many hens, different varieties of
different
it.
varieties of hens. You got rooster.
Yeah.
Rabbits.
Right. You got rabbits. You've got sheep.
Yeah.
You've got goat.
Turkey, duck.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Duck.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Quails,
Quails.
Quail.
pony,
Pony.
yeah,
Okay.
and
One
worms.
And yeah, we also have worms.
So the worms that I'm talking about.
Worms?
Yeah. So
We also
that's
have
what.
worms.
We don't have the worms you have, is it?
Yeah. You don't have that worm, and I don't have that worm. So I'm talking about the different worm that we don't relate it now.
Right. Okay.
All right. So
Not tapeworms or anything.
Everything.
so if you believe now, in a layman term, these greens, this food, is grown with the poop of that worm. This will sound yucky,
Right.
What to do? The worms have to poo.
right? And we talk about the organic food people want.
You also have to poo.
The source of organic food is the worm poop as a fertilizer.
Right.
The natural fertilizer is from the worm poop. So when you say poop is not that disgusting, right? That's why I always usually say, when we do a demonstration, I have a worm bank as well. Since I have a bank, I have a seed bank and a worm bank.
Wow.
I
Of
preserve.
course.
So Andy, we have a locker. You should visit. We have a locker and a seed bank and a worm bank that's made with mud and clay to preserve in the right temperature. All right. So about the worms, everyone who comes to the farm should touch the worms. That is an
Really?
assignment, right?
Oh.
On that basis. So people who don't touch, we have an assignment.
Ah.
So we give 1 handful of noodles,
Right.
2 minutes instant noodles,
Right.
and 1 handful of worms, the wiggly worms,
Mm-hmm.
the worms that I'm talking about. Okay, which has more poison in their hand?
No, the noodles.
Probably the
clearly.
noodles.
Exactly,
for
right? So
sure.
we wash our hands, we touch the noodles and eat and feed our children. This yucky, wiggly stuff, we hesitate to hold on our hands, and the moment we touch that, we want to wash our hands. And just imagine everybody wants to eat clean food, and clean food means organic food. Organic food means coming from worm poop as a fertilizer.
Okay.
So someone should touch the shit, put their hand in the shit to feed someone good food. So I chose to put the hand in the shit.
Right. Right.
It's a shitty game, but it's a good game.
Yeah. It's a healthy game.
It's a healthy game.
Very
Yeah.
true. Very true.
Is there one just before we basically round up the show today? Is there a dream animal that you want to get, that you've been wanting to get, and somehow you will manage to get a hold of?
Yeah, so it goes without saying the name panda.
You can't bring a panda here.
So that's why I said dream,
Dream
animal,
animal,
right?
no.
but I'm
So
saying
panda,
something that you can.
So
I don't-
see, bringing all these animals together was one impossible for me.
Okay.
So now it's somewhat there.
Right.
So we have a healthy relationship with China, right?
Yeah, we hope so.
Let's see. Let's negotiate.
Yeah, well,
See, I've already started growing bamboos. If they ask, what will you feed
And
pandas?
right. You had the bamboo.
I have the bamboos. If you can give me pandas, I'll feed them.
right.
Can you
You see,
again?
at least because I'm working for that, right? So panda. So without panda, we have Panda Farmacy. Why not have panda and have Panda Farmacy?
I mean, that is a dream, huh? And if you can get to it,
Yeah, please.
kudos to you, brother.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
so panda is something that you're working on. Have you started on? Are you hoping to? or-
Hoping to. It's a putting all together, right? So dreaming of working together, that's why I said start a growing bamboo is one dream
Right.
of bringing them together, because we in our farm we have a big bamboo bush, we have shoots stopping out there, so we are doing some sort of a research to see a bamboo forest. So a lot of things together, right? So because that
Before
is
the
carbon,
fellow comes.
because that is carbon neutral, all these
Yeah,
carbon
yeah.
credits come into place. It's a lot of things together, but everything once is ready, because I want to get the license first to get the vehicle.
Right.
So I got the bamboos ready.
Right.
Next is the vehicle. That's the bamboo. Is the panda.
Panda, yeah.
Or something like that, right?
Do we have any pandas in Sri Lanka?
I'm sure we have
Probably in the zoo?
I'm sure we have in the zoo.
Not in the zoo. Not in the zoo. Not in the zoo.
No, not-
not in
Yeah,
the zoo.
panda like that,
Not in
then
the zoo. Not in the zoo.
We never had, is it?
Yeah.
Probably not having the climate for it, but then
We might
it's a
have
dream.
It's a dream.
That might be the only thing.
We have quite a few. Christian?
Yeah.
Pings noodles.
So Paul,
All
before we do basically let you go, why don't you let our viewers know, and everybody who's actually watching on Gnsl, how can they reach out to you if they would like to bring their kids over to your farm? Your Instagram page, what is it called? So we're more than happy to obviously share that.
Thank you. So they can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube as Panda Farmacy, PANDA, Panda Farmacy, FARMACY. That's the page, and you have the number to reserve an appointment, or the number is 07414 63234. That will be on the screen if possible.
Yeah, that's right.
So then you can send a WhatsApp message to reserve a date. Provided the dates are available, you can always come. We are open from Monday to Saturday. Starting tour will be at 10 a.m. So we all get together. We have a nice lined up guided tour. We go through the entertaining part, the learning curve, feeding animals, harvesting, cooking in our village kitchen,
Nice.
and feeding the farm animals, jumping in the muddy puddle, refreshing in the tube well, having a freshwater shower in the pollatu covered shower cubicle,
Right.
and then clay pot served food, the game camel.
දැන් අපි තුන්දෙනාට දෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? Can we as a couple
අනිවාර්යෙන්.
do that mud jumping?
Yeah,
Pull.
we'll do the show from there.
Anna.
We'll do the show from there. Not bad, huh? How long does this tour actually take for somebody?
So, for example, if they come at 10 o'clock in the morning, by 2:30 they're done with
Oh,
lunch.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So they-
Action-packed.
it's just packed.
It's packed, action packed, one end to another. It's always about adventure, learning, fun. It's fun. So it's about food as well.
Right.
So yeah,
And you do your customer service one-on-one like a true banker.
one-on-one. Yeah, true banker. True.
Oh, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Firstly, congratulations on this pivot in life. Must have not been easy, but what we obviously do see is the passion that's actually gone into this, and which you definitely are building on. And we'll be more than happy to help you any way we actually can.
Sure.
Thank you for coming on the show, and everybody out there, if you actually want to visit the farm, all the details basically is going to be up on the screen, or you must have most probably seen on the screen by now. Okay. Yeah.
It's time to
and,
wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up. I think it's time to wrap it up.
It's dinner time.
Yes, it's dinner
Time for him, huh? Not for you.
Anyway, that's the story as far as this week's GNSL is concerned. And Paul on the show talking to us about his fantastic farm and, of course, the things that's actually going on and the things that's obviously happening. We are going to be back with a game night right after this. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right, well, welcome back to the show after a great interview with Paul from Panda Farmacy. It's time for us to basically get into our final segment. It's time for game night, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what do we have today? As always, the crew has something for us every single week, and we've got no idea what it is. You'll be given six
gibberish words.
Yeah, words.
Your job is to figure out what they are.
Yeah, that's
Read
right.
the nonsense paragraphs and come out with it fast.
Come on with it fast.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I
I'm
mean,
improvising to the core here today.
because we have an obstacle in front of the screen. So yeah, okay. So gibberish, six
Okay.
gibberish words.
Okay.
All right, let's start. What do we have? The gibberish words coming up on your screen right now. The first one. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you singing that also?
How to say?
You were singing it also.
Yes, I was actually singing it.
Weirdo.
I thought-
Rigged.
Rig.
I thought you said you were seeing it.
What? So how would you
I would
figure singing?
see.
Okay.
Twin for catalog.
Uh,
Twin.
24 karat gold.
Oh.
Right.
Rig.
Rigged, huh? Oh, twin. Bobby made a twin Gagarin, no?
Twin Karina.
And put next one.
Next
Come on,
one.
Christian, you got this.
Done.
That. You know what I edited? Must not be on the show.
No.
The last one.
I know what you really have, but it's not camel toe.
Some action.
It's lights, camera, action.
I read it as complete camel toe was a mild version of what I just read.
What did you read as?
The last one, move.
What is the
I can tell though, these are family friendly show.
I got the action figured out.
Yeah. You got the action figured out.
The action figured out.
Difficult when the brain is over.
Oh.
Okay. Son of a gun.
Son of a gun?
So easy to adapt.
No.
Not so easy to adapt.
I say son of a gun. Sounds good.
No.
Gun है पर कोई बात.
Sun is the. අන්නර මොනවද කියනවා කටින් මොනවද?
Cutting තමයි කියන්නේ නැත්තම්.
Sun.
මොකක්ද මේක? Sun easy.
I don't know. We were all just staring at the screen like
Sounds
fools.
easy. Sounds easy to adapt.
Summers B. I do.
Summers be.
I do.
Sunny side. Sunny
Sunny side up.
Sunny side up.
Bullseye.
Oh.
How can that be sunny side up?
There was no. Yeah, but there's no R there, no.
R.
There's no R there over sunny side up.
Come on
මේ
now.
කවුද spelling කරේ මේකේ?
මල විකාර.
Angelina Jolie.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. Oh, J එකක් කොහෙද උගේ?
Sunny side up.
මුන්දානේ වට ජේ නෙමෙයි කේවත් නැහැ. ඇයිද ඊයේ?
Okay.
කොහොම ගියා හොක?
White chocolate. හරිද?
Yeah.
White chocolate.
I don't know. I just keep staring at the word. Can't the brain is like my brain is like blah la 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 la. You have a confession to make.
දැක්කනේ.
10 points for acting skills though, huh?
But I'm telling you, that sunny side up, I completely forgot. And so I was also staring at the screen.
I was thinking that is very fake. It is quite good.
Sunny side up, yeah.
Angelina Jolie කියවන්න කරා Ed Sheeran. I'm like, what? What was that word?
මොකක් හරි බෑ.
Good one. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how you end the show.
ඔය ටිකිරි මිලට කොහොමද ඔච්චර ආවේ?
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the show as always. We apologize for the lighting malfunction today.
But we look fabulous in
We
the
do.
dark shade.
Yeah.
And it's as good as us doing a show from the cemetery.
Oh,
That's exactly how it is
Come on,
right
come
now.
on.
But again, thank you so much for being a part of GNSL. Thank you so much for all the love that you actually show as far as the reels are concerned and the show. Continue to follow our page on Instagram. We obviously have racked up more than 200 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
And for a show like ours, which basically goes up once a week, and we absolutely talk, whatever comes to our mind. Thank you so much for being a part of the show as always. Thank you so much for all the love. And we shall once again catch up with you next Friday evening at 7 right here on GNSL. Have yourself a great weekend. Good night, Sri Lanka.